Ooh, whoa. Oh, UFC is in Perth, Australia this weekend, and we look ahead to Ankalaev versus Pereira, UFC 320 next weekend. Ringside Report MMA is live.
Let's go!
Hey! Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, what a happy day.
Ooh.
Schmancy, man. Fancy schmancy, man.
Happy birthday,
What's up,
AJ?
my homie? Thanks, bro. Jeez, I thought you
What's up?
forgot.
Yeah, it was your birthday.
That was
the
very
other day.
fancy. Hey, it was. The IT team and graphics team are doing a really good job, man.
Yeah.
Bravo. It's AJ time. Exactly. What's up, Dave? It's like, you know what? I feel like it's been a while.
It has been.
I mean, everybody's been sick all week. I feel sick today, man. I'm under the weather.
Yeah.
I'm a little under the weather, man. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. It's very rare that I take a Tylenol with all this Tylenol talk, but I had to take one today.
Wow, that didn't take long.
Listen, man, I had to tie it in, but I'm serious. It's very rare that I take one. But
AJ took a Tylenol.
there's
That'll
something going
explain, why he is how he is, right?
you got a point there, bud.
Yep.
Talk
You
about
listen
another
to,
one
your
that's
boy.
down for the count.
Hmm?
Well, listen to my boy. He might have a point. But listen, talk about another one who's down. Our good friend Fred, man, down with COVID again for the, how many times is it now?
Yeah, he's sick.
7th time?
Yeah, he
Good thing you
can't
didn't
hear.
take the. Can't hear, he can't talk.
Yeah, it's bad.
Kind of like Helen Keller, man.
Yeah.
You can hardly see.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
Freddie Keller,
What happens if his vision and his hearing start going?
perfect for
What's happening?
jiu-jitsu, man. You don't need your eyesight for like grappling.
I mean, he's still good at that, You just can't
Actually,
hear or
listen.
see what's going on. It's awful.
Listen, there was a guy I trained with who was he was part of the judo team and he was part of the jiu-jitsu team as well. That had he was pretty much blind and he was an awesome grappler, man.
Yeah?
I think you might know who he is, Dave. Do you remember that guy?
No.
Without mentioning names,
I don't know.
Used
who
to
you're
be in
talking
the old
about.
days at Gamma. No,
Oh, like an older guy?
he looked older, but he wasn't that old.
Did he have like white hair though?
No.
Okay, we're thinking.
But
of
he did look a
different
little older.
guy. No,
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking
But
about.
all to say is Fred's down too, man. I'm
Yeah.
I'm coming down with something. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny.
I think I'm all right.
Oh, I'm close, Johnny. I'm
That's
hitting
right.
the scene, man.
Vote
AJ's
for
been very busy.
vote for AJ.
Pedro.
No, AJ. Vote for you. You're running for city
That's right,
council
man.
in NDG. Right?
And listen, there's a lot of ringside talk in between too.
Yeah. Well, good. You're
We're
on the
getting a lot
ballot.
of new viewers, man. I am on the ballot, man.
How about that?
Got to make ringside at the top of that ballot too.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly is taking care of business in the borough that I live in, which is NDG.
Correct.
And Wally knows he came from Ireland and he loves NDG. I told him the history of NDG, a multicultural amount of people in NDG. It's a great place, man. And he loved it. So I got to make sure that NDG is always looking great, safe, and
Yeah.
fun again.
I grew up in NDG.
You know, bud. You're an
I know about
NDGer, man.
NDG. Yeah, I lived.
Johnny's an
good-
NDGer.
First half of my life was in NDG, and yeah,
The good part,
more than that. Good chunk. Yeah.
And
It
think
was,
about it. Johnny's
yeah, and
an
it's different
NDGer.
now. It's different now. You know what I don't like about NDG that I'd like you to fix, AJ?
What? Tell me, man.
It's
I'm
just
gonna
the
take out my pen.
traffic.
Where is it?
The traffic everywhere.
Oh,
Like there's no
dude, that's the
flow.
whole
There's
city,
no
man.
circulation. It's a mess. But
I
NDG
agree
didn't
with you,
used
but
to
that's
have
the
traffic.
whole city.
When I was a kid growing up in NDG, there was no traffic on Sherbrooke Street. Now you're on Sherbrooke for like an hour trying to get from like Hampton to Walkley.
You're right,
Yeah.
man. It's terrible.
It's
It's with the
unbelievable.
it's with the well, it's the lanes that have been merged into one because of the bike paths. And I listen, I'm a biker. I love biking, but the bike paths have been an issue. I mean, you have traffic down on Saint Jacques. Look who it is. But you know what? There's too many things going on, and plus there's orange cones all over the place with no one working, bud. You know, it's really bad. And where Johnny lives, I hate to say it, but you know, there's been a lot of construction with the sewers and whatnot. So a lot of freaking rats, I hate to say this, have been like coming out from underground and like populating like the southwest of NDG, and it's been a nightmare for a lot of people. And it's not a joke. It's not an AJ joke. It's real. What's up, bud? That's right. Subscribe. Listen to the kid. Do it for the kids.
He knows.
If you want to listen to our
What are
show,
we supposed
do
to
it
do
for
to
the
video?
kids.
What should people do? What are they supposed to do?
Subscribe.
What else?
Like and subscribe. Leave a comment.
That's right, bud.
All right, close the door. Get out of here.
Do we have to pay him now for that?
Yeah, he's doing endorsements.
That's the way you do it, bud. Tell him to vote AJ. Tell him to get back on here.
Yeah, vote for AJ. No, it's bedtime. He's got to get out of here. That was an invasion.
I got to get him a T-shirt so he can wear at school, like vote AJ.
Yeah, do you have shirts? Do you have a campaign?
No, but it's a good idea. We are in the making of one, yes, right now in NDG.
Really?
I'll let you know the exact address. Yeah, I'm telling you. They're looking into it right now.
Okay, well, let's get serious.
Did you see the
gotta talk,
actual
AJ. Like, you're not talking to me
listen,
about this. I need more information.
You know why, Dave?
Loop.
I've been so busy, man. Tomorrow, listen to this. Tomorrow I have a meeting with the Lions Club of Montreal. AJ is going to the Lions Club.
Trying to get in the endorsement.
Man, if I could get my weight, like I'm telling you, into this, there's going to be some serious wrestling in NDG Park at one point. The great Johnny North, the great Jeremy Prophet, the great Green Phantom, and the great Dave Simon to organize and host this event. We're going to have it's going to be wild, dude. And it's all
Jeremy
for families
Prophet,
and kids in a safe environment.
Jeremy Prophet, friend of the show, obviously one of the founding members of Wrestling Uncensored here on the Ringside Report Network, was on AEW's All Out. I don't know if you caught that. He was on the AEW pay-per-view. He was part of Mercedes Monet's entrance. He was one of the shirtless boys with title belts. It was pretty
amazing,
cool,
man.
Yeah, I was like,
that is pretty cool.
I was like, who are these boys with Mercedes? I was like, wait, I know that boy. That's the Prophet. So it was good to see him.
The great Prophet.
Yeah, he's great. He's awesome.
You know what? It's amazing when you see somebody you know, right? And
Yeah,
like
it's
Johnny,
fun.
when Johnny is out like in Ontario and all the rest, I mean, this guy's got a following, man. I've been out on the streets and I talk about the show and people know Johnny North. I'm not joking. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. People know him. He's a celebrity.
Johnny's famous.
Big Johnny.
Yeah, he is.
We got UFC in Perth, Australia this weekend. I don't know how much I want to talk about it because the people in Perth, Australia don't even want to go to this thing. So who cares?
What?
The tickets aren't
Why?
selling. I don't know if you caught this, but it's like half sold.
Well, how much does a ticket go for in Perth?
It's not even that much to get in, but people are just not interested.
It's because they need an Australian on the card, the headline. It's different.
The headline is
Down
Oberg.
under, dude.
Isn't Oberg Australian? He's from New Zealand.
Yeah, it's not the same, man.
Mm.
It's like saying Toronto and Montreal.
I know, but it's close.
What part of yeah, but it's, you know what I mean? Not close enough. Mind you, there's a couple of guys there. Isn't Tafa? Well, Tafa's from New Zealand as well, no? Where's he from? Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some guys from there. I think people are just not interested. Tafa's on the main card. He's also from New Zealand, fights out of Australia. They've got Jimmy Crute, who's from Australia in the co-main event. But I don't know what you want me to say, AJ. This thing is not doing well in Perth, Australia. It's half sold.
But let me remind you something, Dave.
And they're
Remember
discounting
what happened
tickets
here
to
in
try and
Montreal?
get people in there. There's a lot of reports coming out of Australia, and if you check the ticket sales, they're just very poor. So people not interested in this card. I'm not super hyped about it either.
Yeah, but let me remind you again. That's exactly what happened to here in Montreal. We're leading up to the fight, which was like I think a Thursday, and the tickets were like literally half sold, and then boom, Friday comes, and people
They gave a
cannot
bunch of them away and then said they sold it out.
Well, dude, I was there live, and let me tell you, it was one of the best crowds I've seen, like in the longest time. I'm talking concerts, I'm talking Canadians, I'm talking. Oh, it was amazing, man.
They gave tickets away for free, which is what they're going to have to do to this one. They're going to give away tickets.
Sometimes you got to, dude. You know, but I doubt it. I think it's going to be the same thing like Montreal. There's going to be a last minute buzz. I think people are going to go in and just buy. We'll see. We'll see on Saturday night. I'm kind of curious.
It's not Saturday night, I don't think. I think it's like early Saturday
Yeah, it's
morning.
true. It's Australian time. Yeah, you're right.
Is it Australia time?
Let's just double check.
There's no way I watch this thing. Like, there's no chance I'm watching this thing at this point. If it's Australia time and it's already kind of like,
Let me double check, dude. We're prepared for tonight's show, I can see.
Oh, I'm very prepared.
No, it's 10 p.m., dude. Saturday, 10 p.m.
What?
So are they? It's a morning. It's a Sunday morning fight for Australia. That's why.
What? Oh,
Who
that's
the hell wants to go see fights at 7 in the morning?
It's 8:22 a.m. in Perth. So that means if it's
exactly.
So hold on. Yeah, you're right. You're
gonna have like bacon, eggs, and like a beating.
So 10 p.m. Eastern time is. Wait, hold on. It's 12 hours. So yeah, so it'll be 10 a.m. The main card starts at 10 a.m. their time. That's why nobody wants to go to this thing, because it starts. It's like the prelims start at 7 a.m.
Exactly. It makes sense now. I mean.
Wait, do the early prelims start even earlier than that?
Sure, man. They must start at 7.
Is it 7 a.m.? Main card 10 p.m., but prelims 7 p.m. Are there early prelims that start earlier? No. So 7 a.m. in Perth. Yeah. Like, they're disrespecting the market, too. Why not just do it at night in Australia? Who cares about American fans? Does it matter? Does this card matter to us over here? Do we care, or is it for them? If it's for them and you're filling it with Australians, why would you have it in the morning in Australia? Give it to them at night like a regular show. Show some respect to your audience a little bit. I don't understand why they would do this. If they were doing this here, we'd be pissed. We'd be so mad. Could you imagine them doing this here? They're like, UFC's coming to Montreal, AJ. And the show is at 7 a.m. People will be like, what do you mean? What? No one would go. Of course they're discounting tickets. Of course no one's going. It's disrespectful. They're telling the people in Perth, Australia, you're not as important as the people in America. They have to see this show. Their viewing pleasure, them not waking up to watch a show at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, is more important than you having a show that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is that? Why are they doing this?
You got a point there, and you're absolutely right, man.
Like, for us over here, we could handle the Dominic Reyes Carlos Ulberg fight happening at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. I think we're good. The main card starting at 10 a.m. That's fine by me. I don't care.
In fact, it would work out better, Dave. When you think about it, you have a lunch fight, and you still could go out for supper with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
As it is, I'm not going to watch this stupid thing. No one cares about this. This is a card full of Australians and New Zealanders. It's for them, but it's not really for them because they're timing it at 7 a.m. their time. It's just bizarre behavior by TKO.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they blew it on that one because you know what? Right now, okay, I can see that it's going to benefit. Well, I guess Europe in some sense, Ireland and the UK would be. If it's around a 10 o'clock fight, you're looking at a 6 p.m. fight for our buddies out in Ireland, more or less, if I'm not mistaken. So I can see that it benefits, a good portion of the North American market, a good portion of the European market, but it kind of sucks for like the Aussies and the New Zealanders. What do you call them?
New Zealanders, Kiwis sometimes.
New Zealanders, Kiwis. That's it, Kiwis. Yeah, what?
I'm trying to figure out what WWE's doing because they're going to Australia. They're going to Perth in like 2 weeks for Crown Jewel. They're doing John Cena versus Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. John Cena versus AJ Styles. But they're doing a show in Perth, same company, and I think it's in the morning. Like it's nighttime there, morning here. Like they're respecting their audience. And it's not even full of Australians. You know what I mean? Why is WWE doing this? It will begin at 8 a.m. So 8 p.m. start in Perth for WWE, 8 a.m. for us here. That's fine. I don't really need to see Cena wrestle AJ Styles or Cody and Seth again. Like, Cody and Seth again. Like, come on. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But I find it strange that both companies owned by the same TKO, yet UFC doing their show at some weird time for Australia, WWE doing their show normal time for the Australians. Who knew WWE respected their audience more than the UFC? Or maybe it's like a broadcast deal thing because they're on ESPN, but is UFC still on ESPN in the States, or is that over? I thought their new deal started like next year. They're still on it, right? They're not on Paramount.
Yeah, ESPN 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
Or 2.
And WWE is on ESPN too for these PLEs now. They just started their ESPN deal. So it's also the same broadcaster currently. I think. Some version of ESPN anyways. I don't know what UFC's on compared to WWE. Maybe it's different apps. I don't know. In Canada, I watch the UFC shows on TV or UFC Fight Pass, and I watch all WWE things on Netflix. Raw, SmackDown, and the PLEs. It's really great. It's so easy to be a WWE fan. You just watch it all on one thing. It's fantastic. Every show that they have ever is just on Netflix. It's the only reason to have Netflix at this point. Everything else on Netflix is pretty garbage. I thought about canceling Netflix the other day.
Well, some of their documentaries are pretty good.
Oh, they're garbage. They're so thin. There's just nothing there. The documentaries are mostly terrible. I watch them, but I hate them.
What?
I find the Netflix productions really weak. There's just not a lot of substance. Documentaries provide a lot of questions and zero answers. It's just a lot of fluff. It's not a real quality documentary that you're getting with Netflix. And I find the quality overall of Netflix programming has dropped significantly in the past couple of years. So much so that I thought about canceling Netflix altogether, but then I remembered, wait, I need it for wrestling. So it's the only reason I still have Netflix is for wrestling. And I guess my kids like it, but I don't care for it. I don't watch it. I watch baseball. I don't care. I don't want to watch. I don't watch anything else. I watch baseball. Leave me
Well,
alone.
you can't
Let me
get
watch
baseball on Netflix yet.
The Yankees and Giants will play opening day next season on Netflix.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What?
That was announced today. Opening day, they got a new deal with
What?
Netflix, Major League Baseball, and the Yankees will play the Giants in the first game of the regular season next year, 2026, in late March, and it will be on Netflix.
That's crazy, man. I like to see the numbers of that game, man. That's gonna be like a blockbuster right there, which might turn out to be a regular thing at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, man. Who would have thought Netflix would be doing this stuff?
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It does.
Well,
make
they're not
sense.
investing on quality programming. They're just buying sports rights now. Just the money's shifting. Whatever. Makes sense. At this point, I'm not surprised. It's like where the market is headed. Feels like we've been here for a long time. At this point, if a TV, if TV broadcast signs a big deal with pro sports, you go, why? Why aren't they streaming?
True.
Carlos Olberg versus Dominic Reyes is the fight this weekend. Next weekend we have a real show. Next
Real
weekend
fight, yeah.
is
Loco.
UFC 320. We'll do a watch along for that. I'm excited for that, AJ. That's gonna be good. Doing a watch along for that?
It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I want to be there, and unless I have some political obligation.
You better be there.
Politics ain't easy, bud. But no, I definitely want to be there, man. I want to see this because you know where I'm going with this fight. I mean, I thought it went the other way around the last time they fought, and so did a lot of people that agreed with me. Look, that's a fight I want to see. That's a fight I want to see finished. I don't want to see it go to decision and it's like either or kind of thing. I want to see somebody either get choked out, knocked out, or tapped out. And I think that's what's going to happen on this fight. The second one coming around, for sure, Alex Pereira is looking for revenge. But it's revenge because he thought he won. And so did a lot of people. But it's going to be interesting, dude. And you know what? I love Magomed. You called it from a long time ago that he would be the king of the throne. But we didn't think Alex Pereira would be in that mix at that point in time. But here we are again, man. And it's gonna be crazy, man. This is gonna be. I don't think they're gonna have any problem selling tickets on this one, if it's not already sold out. But let me tell you, this is a fight that I'm wanting to see, and a lot of people want to see Pereira win, and I believe he might be underdog again on this fight.
He should be.
Yeah, he should be technically.
He's not winning.
You don't think so, bud?
Hell no.
He didn't
I didn't
convince you
think he'd
enough
win the
time to
last
change your
time.
opinion?
I picked Magomed the last time. Magomed won that fight. I don't think, it was in question. I thought Magomed won that by decision, and I believe Magomed will win this time even more so. Right now, he's a minus 220 favorite. Pereira plus 180 the underdog. Magomed is I'm very convinced Magomed's winning this fight. Pereira now 38 years old. Magomed Ankalaev 33, in the prime of his fighting career, beat Alex Pereira last time. I think he beats Pereira next weekend. Not only beats him, finishes him. I don't think he's going to leave any doubt next time. I think he beats Pereira. He almost knocked him out last time they fought, and I think he'll finish the job. Pereira got saved by the bell. I think it was the second round. Magomed had him hurt, and I think Magomed is going to put him away this time. I got Ankalaev by knockout next weekend. I think Ankalaev is here to stay at light heavyweight. I think he's going to rule the division for a little while now. I think Pereira is going to be his toughest challenge, for several fights. I think that whoever he fights next, and maybe into a fight or two after that will be easier matchups for him than Alex Pereira. I think Alex Pereira is by far the toughest challenge there is for Ankalaev, and Ankalaev is going to rise to that challenge, defeat that challenge, and then move on to just kind of cruise through a few title defenses at light heavyweight. Because I look at the division, and I'm not super impressed by who we have at the top. You've got Yuri Prochazka. He's ranked number 3. He'll be fighting next week as well against Khalil Roundtree. And those are the types of guys that are at the top. And I think Magomed, rolls right through those guys. I think Magomed rolls right through pretty much everybody. He rolled through Johnny Walker, rolled through Alexander Rakic, beat Alex Pereira. I think Magomed Ankalaev is going to have a little run here, and we're witnessing the beginning of that run. We got Carlos Ulberg, Dominic Reyes this weekend. They're near the top of the ranking somehow. Ulberg ranked 3, Reyes ranked 7th. You got Jan Blachowicz still out there somewhere, but not super active and getting older, in his 40s at this point.
Yeah.
Jamal Hill is still there, but he's getting smashed by Magomed. You look at the division, and there's nobody to really come close and challenge Ankalaev to the point where I think he could be champion for the next 2, 3, 4 years. Could be a long run here of Ankalaev, and I think he's going to solidify that by beating Pereira next weekend, and then who knows? He may go as long as he wants to, where he retires champion. Like, he's going to be hard to beat. He's very well-rounded. His striking is quite good. He's powerful. He's durable. And he's got very good Dagestan wrestling. Like, he's a total package at 205 pounds. This guy, I think, is the future king of light heavyweight. I mean, maybe not all-time king. There's only one all-time king at light heavyweight, and that's John Jones, obviously. But I think he's, like, going to hold the crown now for a few years.
Look, and that's what, that surprised me was his striking. So I thought it was going to be a wrestling clinic, and Pereira would have to keep him at bay, try not to get taken down. But, it looked like he almost I can't remember the actual stats, but it looked like he almost outstruck Pereira. He did. Pretty much throughout the fight.
Yeah.
He did, eh? So, I mean, it's impressive, but it looked like Pereira was just heavy-footed. It looked like he was injured. It looked like there was something there, and I believe there was something there. I can't recall. But it wasn't Pereira that we expected. It was a Pereira that was heavy-footed, wasn't moving as much, not striking, not engaging, not aggressive, but he still managed to go to distance where it could have been either or. That's the difference. And I'm not going to take it away from you because Magomed is that beast. And if he comes in and he completely manhandles, Pereira, then you're right, man. There's going to be no one to be able to touch this man. But if Pereira actually does what I thought he was going to do, here he is, man. He's not there for no reason. What did he do? In 13 months, he defended his title 4 times. I mean, this guy's a beast, and his knockout power was there. People the whole with bow and arrow thing. I mean, there's a reason. The guy has a huge following, and it's not because he's just a pretty boy, which he's not, but, he's good. So I'm just thinking, if that was his worst and he was able to go the distance with Magomed, I expect Pereira to be at his best, and that means he'll win. No?
He's getting old.
Food for thought there. 38, 33, bro. I understand. But big it's difference. Not that, you know what I'm saying?
Big difference.
It is.
35 is that expiration
5 years,
date,
bro.
35
you're
is
right
the
on
expiration date. Magomed hasn't hit it yet. Pereira is way past it.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Oh, Giancarlo!
George. No. What happened? Oh, Dave's happy. Where's Johnny when we need him? George, I'm impressed with your performance, bud.
Giancarlo Stanton, base clearing double with the bases loaded, puts the Yankees up now 4-3. They were down 3-1. Bases loaded, Stanton, base clearing double 4-3 Yankees. Woo. We're taking first from the Blue Jays. We're taking it away from them.
Ooh, Antoinette's not going to be happy, man.
Yeah, well, too bad. Toronto can cry. They got to win baseball games, and right now they're not doing that, and it feels good because they were really rubbing it in back in July, and it's nice to see them failing miserably. George Springer losing his mind. Oh, if they're going to give it to the Yankees, why don't you just tell me you're going to give it to the Yankees? This guy, he had a call. He hit a ball. George Springer, he plays for the Blue Jays, okay? He hit a ball that was fair. The umpire called it foul. The umpire screwed up. It happens. I'm pretty sure it was fair. He had a point. He was mad. But in the dugout, he's like, and he's not playing the Yankees, by the way, and he's like, well, if they just want New York to win, why don't you just tell me so you could just give it to them? And I was like, wow, you think that they're rigging they're rigging it somehow for the Yankees to win? Like, how does that work? They're calling your double foul because they want the Yankees to it was just so preposterous. And the fact that he's saying this and thinking this shows how in his head the Yankees are, and they're creeping up. And if they're in Springer's head, who's been the best hitter on the team, they must be in all the Blue Jays' heads right now as we creep up and steal first place from them at the end of the season. And Johnny North doing a great job with his Boston Red Sox beating the Blue Jays over these past couple days, which allows the Yankees to continue to gain ground. Johnny agrees with Springer. Yeah, he would, because he's a Red Sox fan and he's ridiculous. But, like, you think, like, they're they don't rig things like that. They don't want the Yankees to win the division. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And people are like, yeah, he's right. But a lot of people are like, this guy's like, Springer's losing it. He's losing control.
Bring in Costanza, man.
I saw the Jays manager, Schneider. He was like, it feels like the sky is falling right now, but it's not. We're okay. I'm like, well, didn't you just say it feels like the sky is falling? That's not a good sign, bro. Maybe don't say that publicly. It feels like the sky is falling, but it's not. It's like, that's not reassuring words.
We might win. I hope to win. Are we going to win?
Everything feels terrible, but it's not. Everything's good. So why does it feel terrible? Whoa, I don't know, because, it's been awful. Okay, so it's bad, right? It's bad. The sky is falling.
I can't sleep at night. I can't eat.
I'm telling you.
I go to the washroom.
They're choking.
But everything's okay.
They're choking. I think they're getting no hit tonight, too, the Jays. Do they have a hit yet?
The great choke of the North,
Oh,
man.
no, hold on. The Red Sox are getting no hit. The Red Sox don't have a hit. Still 0-0 in Toronto. Boston
Johnny needs one
Toronto.
more, he says. One more Johnny, man.
Oof, baseball's exciting this time of year. Real good.
September, man. This is it. Going into the stretch.
Well, the Yankees are going to the playoffs. Whether they play in the wild card series or not is still anybody's guess.
Oh, the bases are loaded, apparently.
Yeah. Magomed Ankalaev, I think, wins next week.
How?
Knockout. I already said it. Also,
You're
I
saying
think
knockout of Pereira?
Yeah. Look,
What?
it's been done. It's been done. Look, I think Pereira
It's been done.
is like he's towards the end of his career. This may be one of his last fights, if not his last fight. So I like how Johnny North is in the chat, like knowing that I'm rooting for the Blue Jays to lose, even though he's a Red Sox fan. It kind of seems like he's now rooting for the Blue Jays to win. It's like, dude, they're playing your team. I know that I want the Jays to lose, but like you should also want them to lose. You're the Red Sox. Like what?
You just can't support the Yankees, man. That's what it comes down to.
You can't support anything the Yankees want to happen, or maybe I want to happen. I'm not sure if it's the Yankees or me.
Or both.
Anyways. So
Listen,
I
man, what do
like
you think about the goal?
Ankalaev. I like Merab next weekend too. I don't think Merab's getting touched by anybody. This guy is
No,
next
I
level.
don't think so, man.
He's so good.
He just got better and better,
Oh.
and then he just like went into space better. I mean, this guy,
Yeah.
and I like Corey Sandhagen. I love Corey. 18-5. Corey is awesome, but geez, man, he's coming at the worst time to go up against a guy like Merab. Merab is just, man, he's not only good, but he's confident, and he knows he could be just about anybody, and he manhandles everyone pretty much. A lot of respect for Merab, man. He got, you know, so like he's always been great, but man, the last couple of years have been like Merab country.
I think Merab might be the best fighter in the sport.
Currently, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Pound
agree
for
with
pound,
you.
I think he's number one in my book.
Yeah, I agree. And if he continues on this streak, man, he could be up there with the greats.
Yeah. He is yeah, I don't think there's a better fighter out there than Merab. I think Merab could beat, you talk about pound for pound, right? I think if he were to fight Pantoja, the 125 champion, he'd beat him. And I think if he were to fight the 145 champion Volkanovski right now, I think he'd beat him too.
Which is crazy to say, but you're right.
And if Topuria, was fighting at 145 still, Topuria Merab would be really interesting.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
Merab is, like, I'm telling you, I think he's the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. Islam is very good. But, Islam 155 champion. He's trying to move up to 170, become champion there, and fight Jack Della. But let's see if he can do that. Like, I'm not convinced. I've been talking to people about that Islam Jack Della fight, and everybody's so convinced that Islam's going to win. Because I think MMA fans, maybe not so knowledgeable, are just kind of conditioned that Islam is going to beat whoever is put in front of him. But they don't realize that Islam fights at 155 pounds, and Jack Della Maddalena fights at 170 pounds, and 15 pounds, is a. And then I know they're going to weigh around the same come fight time, whatever. But Jack Della is just a bigger guy than Islam, and that counts a lot, especially when you're trying to take your opponent down. If he's much bigger than you, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to take more energy, and you're going to be able to do it less over a 25-minute stretch. And I don't know how many people saw the Jack Della Bilal Muhammad fight, but Jack Della's got some pretty killer takedown defense. And I know people are going to say, well, Bilal Muhammad's not Islam Makhachev. True, but Bilal's a pretty damn good wrestler, had some pretty nice takedowns in his career, and also fought at 170. Where Islam may be better technically than Bilal, I'll give you that, but not as big. Like, that's not a slam dunk for Islam Makhachev, and I think I'm going with Jack Della in that fight when it does take place. Like, so again, like, Islam's great, and pound for pound, I don't know. I still would take Merab because I think Merab, moving up could be the champion. I think Merab, he beats a number of guys, and he's just, as far as his skill and the overall total package of what Merab does, I'm like more impressed with Merab these days. Islam is incredible. I agree with you. Like, I don't want to take it away from Islam because I think he's number 2, but Merab,
but he's been like very dormant, and that's the problem.
Well, that doesn't help either. The fact that we haven't seen Islam in a while, it's like, all right, but I know, like, he is obviously he's a beast. You could make an argument for him being number 1, and I wouldn't argue that hard against it. It's like, yeah, whatever. But
number 1,
they're both pretty damn good.
No, but and you can't take away from Jack. If you haven't seen Jack fight, this guy is he's a phenomenon.
Yeah,
he's dangerous. He's got everything you want to be an elite fighter, and he is. If he could win that fight, which I kind of agree with you, I think it's going to favor in on his size, just because of the weight that he carries and the skills that he has, and his takedown defense is phenomenal. So it's not going to be an easy fight for Islam. It's going to be we'll see, closer to the fight. We'll see how the training camp goes and whatnot. But, don't put your, don't look away from Jack, because Jack is special.
I'm trying to find betting on
Jack in the box.
that one.
Or Cracker Jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Whoa.
What happened?
Islam minus 250. Jack Della plus 185.
Wow, go put some money on Jack.
Yeah, man. This is the thing. People are just conditioned to see Islam win, but I don't know about that one.
That's the thing. That's the thing with betting. I mean, you obviously would, because the name is like in everybody's minds, and Khabib is there, and it's like he's Dagestanian. I mean, he has everything that he should win. But you're right. It's not, he's going up against a bigger guy in the end, regardless if they weigh the same when fight time comes.
Mm-hmm.
Putting on weight doesn't always help, right?
Some news this week, AJ. Charles Oliveira fighting October 11th in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
What? Chucky?
Yeah, Chucky Olives. He was supposed to fight Rafael Fiziev, the Fizzy.
What happened now?
But Fizzy got hurt. So
got dizzy.
Yeah, Fizzy got dizzy. He had to step out. So replacing Fizzy will be Mateusz Gamrot.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's a good lightweight fight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Gamrot versus Chucky Olives, that's a solid fight in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That's going to be fun.
Rio. Listen, you think that's Chucky's last fight?
It might be.
In
35,
Rio?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, what? Though.
That would be a great way for him to end.
I feel like he keeps going. He seems to love to fight.
He does, but he has a lot going for him too. Like, he's outside of the ring. This guy is super busy with his schools, and he has all kinds of like charitable organizations that he's involved with. He's, his jiu-jitsu schools. I mean, I could see this guy getting into politics at some point. I mean, he's really, really well liked and a very, very bright guy as well.
But, I mean, if you can get into politics, why not him?
Why not Chucky, man? Maybe Chucky could be my running mate, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it takes a skill to do the shit I'm doing. Let me tell you, it's not easy, Dave, the last couple of weeks.
Well, hey, stick to it, man. Don't drop out like the guy you told me was going to be the future president of Ireland.
Connor, well, he wants $100 million. What's up with that?
He dropped
$100
out.
million to come to fight at the lawn?
Oh, my God.
Has he officially dropped out?
Yeah, he dropped out of the Irish race there, yeah. He's not doing that. But
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I saw Conor tweeted out that he wanted $100 million and then 100 golden visas to give to his friends. And those like golden visas cost $1 million or something. That Trump is giving out like
that's right.
You can buy a citizenship somehow in America for $1 million, which seems pretty cheap. And when Conor tweeted that, I was like, is that what he's getting or is that what he wants? I don't know what the deal is, but if you gave Conor McGregor 100 U.S. citizenships, you're about to import 100 Irish gangsters into America. Like, why would you ever do that? It's crazy. Oh, I'm going to give this to my friend Seamus O'Callaghan, and then the whole crew. And it's like, what are you doing, man? All these guys are like gun runners and cocaine dealers and general Irish gangsters that Conor's just hanging around. Like, he's going to give all those visas to, like, his gangster friends. And who else? Like, who knows? Please. I mean, come on,
that's
Trump.
Conor, man. He likes to
Trump's
talk
gotta,
he's
got to draw the line somewhere. You can't just... You talk about...
I don't think Trump will do that at all. That's for sure. But
not letting criminal immigrants into your country. Ban Conor and his friends. Like, the whole immigration thing with these guys is like, we don't want criminals. We don't want criminal immigrants and the bad people. You're going to give Conor McGregor 100 citizenship visas? I mean, that's all criminal immigrants. What are you talking about? It's absurd. You can't do that.
I mean, I want to see him on the card. There's no doubt about
fighter
it.
in U.S. citizenships.
Well,
What
that's a
kind of
first.
country is that? That's nuts. That's not America. That's a, you know what I mean? That's like Russian behavior. That's bizarre. It's crazy.
I guess it's a way to put
Is
it
that
that way.
real
Right.
even?
But nah, I doubt it. You know, Connor, man, Connor talks like crazy shit. But yet,
But it seems like he
I'm
is
sure
going to
he
main
wants to
event
fight.
that white. They're going to do a White House card. Connor's going to main event it. It seems like Dana's all on board with it. They want Connor
Damn
for it.
right.
Connor's in. And it's just a matter of, I guess, getting him there, having him pass drug tests, how much he's going to get paid. And, oh, yeah, an opponent. I guess we need an opponent. Michael Chandler, Nate Diaz, maybe. One of those guys.
Yeah,
I'd
that-
vote
that
for Nate
makes sense.
Diaz over Michael Chandler, personally. I just think it's a more
100%.
interesting matchup in America.
Well, this is an
more into that.
entertainment thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
If
think
it's gonna be
Nate
a
also
total
would beat
entertainment-
Connor, which would be super funny.
You think so at this point?
Yeah.
Connor's training. I see him training all the time.
So,
He's looking good too.
you see what Nate did to like Leon Edwards in the 5th round of their fight not that long ago? You know what I mean? Nate can still go. Nate boxed Jorge Masvidal and beat him.
True.
Nate is active. He's more active than Connor, and he's successful. And Nate's probably still in good shape.
Mm.
Like, and Nate, like, I don't think parties as much as Connor does. I'm telling you, I think Nate Diaz, like, beats Connor. And that would be the best. Nate Diaz smoking a blunt on the White House lawn. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. You know? Come on. That'd be great. Give me that. Nate Connor 3. The trilogy fight. It needs to happen. It's the fight the world is waiting for. We need it. Like, I don't
Just
think
do it.
if you said Conor McGregor has one last fight in the UFC, it's going to be 4th of July at the White House. Who do you want him to fight? If you say Michael Chandler, you can go fuck yourself. Like, no.
You don't want Mike? Good old Mikey, man?
No one cares to see that fight. When that fight didn't happen, people were like, oh, it sucks Connor's not fighting. No one was like, oh, when do we get to see Michael Chandler fight? People want to see Nate Diaz fight. People want to see Conor McGregor
True.
fight. People are not interested
True.
in Michael Chandler fights. He doesn't move the needle.
Yeah. Hell of a fighter. But
Dana White once
Yeah,
said that
he's
about
not on-
Nate Diaz, by the way. That
Who
Nate
said
Diaz
that?
didn't move the needle. Pre-Connor, when Nate was getting paid like nothing in
I
the
remember
UFC,
that. Yeah.
and he was a star in the UFC, and everybody loved him, and he was having great fights and winning fights. Nate's pay came out, and it was like ridiculously low, and it was like a contract dispute, and Dana said, well, Nate Diaz doesn't move the needle. And I was like, wow, okay, that's interesting. And then he beat Conor McGregor. All of a sudden, I think that needle started moving. Until he beat Conor, they were disrespecting Nate pretty big. But then he beat their
Yeah,
golden boy, and then they needed him big time. And they have ever since, because he turned into a big star that made a lot of money. And he can
Good for
main
Nate,
event the
man.
White House card, maybe the biggest card in the history of the UFC. So let's get that done, Uncle Dana. Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, 3. It's what we want.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That would be awesome, man. That makes sense.
And isn't that what America's all about? Giving us
Making sense.
what we want, no matter what, no matter how absurd the request is, just having it because, sure, let's just do it. Do you want to have Connor and Nate fight on a lawn? Yes. America. All right, do you have
I
picks
think
for
it's
this
a great
weekend?
idea, man.
What?
I think it's a great idea what you're saying. I think that's
I know, I have
exactly
the
what
best
they need,
ideas.
man.
I have the best ideas.
I've got the best
Oh.
hair. You got talk about hair.
Terrific
You shaved your head
ideas.
again?
My ideas are so good. What?
Hey, bud, you shaved your head?
Yeah.
You're looking like that movie. What was it called? Not American Psycho. What was that other one there? The Skinheads. Which kind of goes against Dave's whole. Oh, by the way, happy holiday this week, dude.
Happy New
Did I
Year.
even forget to mention it to you?
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, bud. Happy
Thank you.
Shana Tova.
Thank you. Well, it's Rosh Hashanah, but yeah.
Yeah, Rosh Hashanah.
High holidays. So high on the
High
holidays.
holidays. You were
You
pretty
gotta
high,
get
I'm
as
sure,
high as
on these
possible on
holidays.
the holidays, I think. I think that's what God said. Get
Is that what
high
God
on the
said?
holidays. It's the high holidays, so get extremely high. I may be misinterpreting the Torah. Not sure.
But close enough. But I always remember this. I think God said like
It's
his
all up
favorite
for
sport was
interpretation.
like. Yeah, it is.
What do you think the
You
burning
know what
bush
God's favorite sport is?
was? I don't know. Is
You
this
know
a
what
joke?
God's favorite sport is. That's not a joke. I'm serious. I mean, I
Baseball.
could turn it into a joke. Not baseball, bro. It's wrestling.
Okay. Is there a reason?
It's
why?
wrestling. A rabbi told me that once.
Cool. That's weird. So
Because he wrestled with Jacob in the Bible. Remember that?
God did?
Yeah, man. It was like a metaphor, but like wrestling was in there. So that's it. That's the sport.
There's wrestling in the Bible? I didn't know there was wrestling in
saying.
the Bible, brother.
Oh yeah.
Who was in the main event? Hogan.
Hogan. Rest in peace, Hogan, man. Don't you just miss him? Do you think it's like
I think about him all the time.
almost like
brother.
it's not real?
Yeah. Oh, he's still Hulkamania will live forever. He's still with us in our heart. You know?
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
God knows what he's doing right now up there.
Brother,
Running wild?
I don't understand. I mean, Hulk Hogan sold out stadiums and arenas everywhere he went. How come he didn't have a big arena funeral? Everybody
Well,
would
that's
have
up to
gone
the
to the
WWE.
stadium
They should
funeral
have
for
done that.
Terry. I saw a stadium funeral the other day. Lady came out with some pyro. I was like, good God almighty. And I was like, how come Hogan didn't get this? This seems more apropos for Hulk Hogan than this poor gentleman. Poor guy.
And Hogan would have been there too, let me tell you.
Sucks. It's kind of wild that the Charlie boy's wife, she came out with pyro to his funeral. I was like, pyro? Is that like
Well, it wasn't
appropriate?
really it wasn't really a
It was like
funeral.
a
It was more of a
rally
celebration
funeral.
of life.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was an
No, it was a
interesting
celebration
gathering.
of life.
I didn't quite
It was- yeah.
understand what it was. I feel bad for her and the kids. Like, really sucks.
100%, man.
What a tragedy. Bad for everybody. Bad
Rest in
for
peace,
everybody,
Charlie.
You know, just bad for the vibe.
For
Bad
everybody,
vibes.
man.
Yeah, it's no good.
Everybody should be making love.
You
not
can't
war,
do that,
dude.
man. Yeah,
Remember
let's
that?
Be peaceful.
You remember
Peace
that
is
saying?
nice.
Remember make love, not war? What
Yeah.
happened to that?
I don't
Only
know.
on Ringside you'll hear that.
You know,
Everybody else
things
wants
got
a
little-
war. Like
Things
crazy,
got
man.
weird,
Make
you know?
love, not
More money in war than love, I think, and that's where things went.
what was it John Lennon that said, all we are asking is give peace a chance?
I think he
Or
said
all
all
we
we
are
are
saying.
saying,
I
but
think-
close enough.
Yeah, saying. Close enough, but you know what I'm trying to say.
They weren't asking; they were just saying.
All
Just
we
saying.
are saying
They're not asking for anything. They're just saying,
is
"Hey,
give peace a chance.
give it a chance."
That's all we're saying, bud.
I mean, you
All
got to
we are
give it a
saying
chance. You
is
got to
give
try everything
peace a
once.
chance. Well, depends what, dude. Take it easy there.
I say try everything once. Everything. You know what they
There's
say,
Dave,
AJ?
man.
Don't knock
Dave
it till
is
you
a
tried
hippie,
it.
man.
Don't knock it
Well,
till
that's
you
what I
tried it,
heard.
is what they say. You can't knock something until you've attempted it. So you have to try everything.
I tried couscous once and I wasn't crazy about it, dude. I'll be honest.
I also don't like couscous.
I don't know why, but
I've
it's
tried it
just
too.
not for me, man.
I've tried it a couple times, and every time I try it, I'm like, this still sucks.
Yeah.
I expect it to be
Give me
more
chickpeas
ricey, and
instead.
it's just too grainy. It's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave it a chance, bud.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You're really opening your mind there. I mean,
I
I'm
am,
sure there's
dude.
other things you could try.
Vote for Pedro.
All right, let's pick the fights on the thing.
Yeah, let's
UFCs.
go. Let's see.
I
Let's
got
do it, dude. Let's do it.
Olberg.
You got Olberg, and Dominic Reyes is my boy. I thought
know.
he beat John Jones way back in
Yeah.
time, but like he's actually come back and fought pretty well, Dominic Reyes. I
3
like, I
knockout
kind of,
wins
like,
in a row
yeah.
after losing like
You
a
know?
bunch. He what did he lose? 1, 2. He lost to Jones, and then he lost 3 more fights after that. 4 fights
Yeah,
in
he
a
wasn't
row.
looking good.
And then he came back and he took 2 years off. Well, a year and a half off. Came back and has won 3 in a row since June 2024 to April 2025. He's won 3 straight fights, all by knockout. Could be a bit of a resurgence for him, but
You got Olberg with 8 consecutive wins. Very,
Yeah.
very strong kickboxer, man.
like
Solid knockout power,
Reyes-
good defense.
Reyes beat Dustin Jacoby, Anthony Smith, and Nikita Krylov. Carlos Olberg is a step up from that. It's a step up.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight. No doubt
Olberg
about
is
it.
coming off a
But,
win over Jan Blachowicz, former world champion.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, man. The magic rope wasn't there that night for him.
No.
But let me tell you,
I've got
the rope
Olberg. I
wasn't
think
there.
Olberg wins at home.
yeah, I agree with you on this. I mean, like,
unless
this guy's
Reyes
on a,
pulls out some other miracle, I'd be really surprised though. I
Well,
don't see it.
I mean, he has great striking, super fast and whatnot, but we've seen Olberg fight and he's been pretty impressive, but I think the edge is on him with his defense. His movement, this guy's solid, man.
Yeah.
I think, I'm going to go with you with Olberg with that as well.
You got a parlay for this card?
Yeah, I got a parlay, bud. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Carlos Olberg on that.
Yeah.
Then
And then you're at a loss. It ends there.
No. No, I think I'm going to go with the underdog on the next one. I'm going to go with Ivan Erslan. I think he's going to be able to submit Jimmy Crute, even though Jimmy Crute is the favorite. So if you want to make a bit of money, if he doesn't knock out Crute, he's going to I don't think Crute is going to be able to outgrapple Erslan, but I think Erslan is just going to go with a TKO. So I'm going with that. I'm going to go with the underdog Erslan. Then I'm going to go with the Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny fight. That's going to be a tough one there. Jake Matthews, I think he's the only Australian on that card right now, on the main event, on the main card.
No, there's a couple others for sure.
On the main,
Crute.
the other ones are from New Zealand. I think Jake Matthews is the only one that was on Team Australia.
Isn't Crute
and actually
from, where's Crute
Jimmy?
from?
I don't think he's from Australia. Jimmy Crute. Jimmy.
Yeah, he's Australian.
Is he?
Yeah. Come on, man. This whole
Well, I
card's
don't think
Australian.
So I'm going to go with Jake Matthews on this one for the win. TKO.
Is that your parlay?
No, I'm not finished yet, but I'm going to give you one more.
God.
I'm going the distance, man.
What? So who do you
Let's
have
see.
so
Do I
far?
want-
You have Erslan,
I'm-
Olberg,
Yeah.
Matthews. Anything else? What else?
Yeah, and then I'm going to go with Charlie Campbell, man. This guy is something. Charlie, he's the underdog.
Yes.
Good old
Plus
Charlie, man.
125. Okay. Is that it?
He's the best underdog, bet of the week from what I read up on.
Okay. Are you good? Are we done here?
I'm good, bud.
Okay, there's AJ's
I'm good. I'm
parlay.
good.
Jake Matthews, minus 425. Ivan Erslan, plus 165. Charlie Campbell, plus 125. Carlos Olberg, minus 270. 20 gets you 201. Pretty good parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Not bad, AJ. And
Not
I'll
bad.
give you something real dumb. Let's go with Allberg, Matthews, Sterling.
Yeah, Navajo. Yeah, he's gonna be.
Yeah, he's good.
I think that's a pretty good. You know what? I could have put him on my parlay as well. I didn't
Yeah, I
realize
think that'll
Navajo
be
was
it.
there too.
I'm throwing.
Yeah,
That's all
Navajo's
I'm doing.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't want to say sure bet, but I think Navajo is as close as you can get to a sure bet.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Matthews minus 425, Allberg minus 270, Navajo Sterling minus 250. 20 gets you 47. Not a huge payout, but it's simple, safe, the way I like it.
And you know what? You're right. I think Navajo himself is from Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
He's
right.
winning.
It's a pretty much an Australian. Yeah. That's
he's winning.
that's pretty close to saying like 100% sure.
I like it.
And it could end
NJ,
really fast.
The
Tell me, bud.
the Blue Jays right now are up 6-1 over the Red Sox.
What?
It's not good.
Where's Antoinette?
But the Yankees are also winning 4-3. But we need the Blue Jays to lose more. You know, the Yankees need to gain a game still. They need to be up. We can't tie. We got to be up one to win the division. So Yankees need to keep winning. Blue Jays need to lose somehow. Looks like they'll probably win tonight. Bottom of the 7th, they're up 6-1 in Toronto. So Red Sox have 6 outs left to make up 5 runs. So Mets up 6-2. Mets fighting for their lives. Reds won today, so the Mets needed to win. They need to win to keep pace and stay in that last wild card spot in the National League. Diamondbacks lost, so they lose ground. Tigers beat the Guardians 4-2, so the Tigers stay safe for now. Tigers were up 9 games. They had a 9-game lead on September 1st for first place in the Central. They're now in second place. September 1st, up 9 games on the Guardians. And now, September 25th, they're in second place. One of the biggest collapses in the history of baseball. It's kind of nuts. I was talking to my buddy, the Big Youngster.
Crumbles, man.
I was talking to my friend, the Big Youngster, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday to Big Youngster. Turns 40 today.
Happy birthday, bud.
Big 4-0 for my boy, Big Yoni. You know?
Yoni.
Big Yoni. Big Youngster.
Yoni.
You know, the Big Youngster.
He's a
Everybody
gangster.
knows. From the classic group, hip hop group, the THC. Everybody knows, bro. They're big. Anyways, I was talking to him, and he's in Detroit. He lives in Detroit, and he was real sad about the Tigers. Real excited about the Detroit Lions football team, but sad about how the Tigers are just failing. So, happy birthday, Big Youngster.
Happy birthday, dude.
We love you.
Stay strong, man.
Stay strong. It's going to be all right.
Detroit will prevail.
Yeah. The Tigers.
Montreal's
All right,
kind of
AJ.
looking like the early days of Detroit, but not
I'll be
early,
back
actually,
tomorrow.
The late days.
I'm going to be back
What's
with
happening
Johnny
tomorrow,
North.
man?
Tomorrow. Johnny North is
Give-
back in
give-
action tomorrow night. Very exciting.
Let's see it.
We will see.
And
it.
besides that, any exciting news in the wrestling world? A little teaser for tomorrow night.
We're going to talk about John Cena going to Australia to wrestle a match. Big UFC or big WWE show in Perth, Crown Jewel, coming up in a couple of weeks. Other things. Edge. Will he wrestle John
Nothing
Cena?
like an edge.
Probably not. But we'll talk about it. Looks like it's not happening. He's just going to film a TV show.
Logan, is he going?
Logan, is he going where? To
Perth.
Australia? He's not
Yeah.
booked. No
Yeah.
plans. He's not really a wrestler. He's not really part of the show. He shows up from time to time.
Well, he moves like a wrestler. He does amazing things as a wrestler. Maybe more than most wrestlers, I would say. The guy is awesome, Dave. Just admit it. Even Johnny says it.
CM Punk was asked where Logan Paul ranks, and Punk said not even top 100.
What? Cena doesn't know what he's talking about.
CM Punk doesn't know what he's talking about pro wrestling.
Go get
but you
another
do.
hair transplant, bud.
You know more than CM Punk, one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time. Kenny Omega, a guy that CM Punk doesn't like at all, has basically said the same thing about Logan Paul. So even guys that really don't like each other agree Logan Paul, not a real pro wrestler. Real pro wrestlers understand that Logan Paul is not a real pro wrestler. Just because you do pro wrestling doesn't make you a wrestler. You know?
Whatever.
Bad Bunny does pro wrestling. He's not a wrestler.
That I can agree with.
Right, but you're just such a Logan Paul fanboy that you just can't agree with that. It's sad. Almost
True.
as sad as his
David,
brother
David.
beating up on that small little man, Gervonta Davis, like just tiny looking next to Jake Paul. They're going to do a boxing match for some reason. He's like half his size. It's absurd. Looks
Did
dumb.
you see the Canelo fight, by the way?
No.
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah.
I don't care about that. I really don't.
It was the tainted meat, I'm telling you.
I knew Canelo was going to lose. I've been calling that for months. I just felt it. I was like, I think he's done. All right. I'll be back tomorrow to talk wrestling with Johnny. Thank you to all the members. Thank you for everybody watching, supporting. Over at join.ringsidereport.net and membership.ringsidereport.net. Go to our website, ringsidereport.net. All the cool things are there. ringsidereport.net. And I'll be back tomorrow with Johnny North. Until then, we'll see you soon here on the Ringside Report Network.